All right. Welcome back to my channel. No likes or comment needed. Greatly appreciate it if you do. Yeah, today we're going to talk about chaos theory. Because everybody can see it, in the news, a lot of goings-ons out here in the world when it comes to gun violence and a bunch of, like I say, chaos, you know? And to me, it's like we're not going to find not going to find an end to the madness no time soon. Because to me, it seems like we always going to have this type of behavior right now. Now, like I said, I don't know why, but it's not looking good. It's not looking good at all. Because we lost a lot of, can I say, civility. We're like, we don't act civilized no goddamn more. We don't act civilized at all. We just fucking like we're going back to the fucking primal era or something, man. Because every other day is a shooting. Oh, they got people just robbing stores. It's fucking this anarchy wherever it's at. And it's hella weird, hella weird. Yeah, but in chaos theory, what it says in mechanics and mathematics, the study of apparently random or unpredictable behavior in systems governed by deterministic laws. So, in a nutshell, we have laws in place, like and we got law-abiding citizens. Then, on the other hand, we don't have law-abiding citizens. And the other hand, we just got motherfuckers that just don't give a freak about what's, what I'm saying, other people's property or other people's lives. Well, I should say other people's lives first, but for other people's property. Because this past month, couple weeks, been hectic on the world. And I know everybody and send the prayers and blessings, especially to those kids in the Texas shooting and those people that's been in that supermarket shooting back east. And the thing about it is like, who do we hold accountable? Who do we hold accountable? Now, on one side, I see on the news, whatever, about the NRA. People trying to blame the NRA. Which is kind of a farce because the NRA is a organization for the rights to bear arms, which is okay with that. People's okay with that. People got the right to do all social things, but you have the right to bear arms for protection of your family or your property or whatso have you. But to try to put the blame on a certain organization or put the blame on recently, now they're blaming, I guess, the way the police department responded to the school was mm, it's kind of unwavering, well, unsavory in the way they reacted to that. But we never know. Well, we don't know why they reacted the way they reacted or did the way they did. Who knows? And especially, we don't know why the shooter did what he did or react the way he did. That he wanted to hurt innocent children. You know? So who do we hold accountable for this? Hmm? Well, in my opinion, we got to hold the parents of these shooters. And not to say, your parent, you got bad parenting skills and none of that. Not to say that. Because like I said, we raise our kids to be respectful, and go out there and be, and follow the rules and laws of society, which they should. But sometimes some kids go wayward. Even some grown folks go wayward. So who do we all accountable? And I'm thinking like if God forbid anybody's child does this or whatever, but if that was my child or my family member, I can't say how I would react to it, but I know that when you're raising a child or you're not raising a child or a child's around you, even if it's not your child, we have intuition about certain things. And not to say that you know exactly what this child gonna do or this grown person gonna do, but we can talk. You can kind of feel people out a little bit, you know. And everybody has intuition. You can say think you don't, but you do. And what I mean by that is like when you, even if you're, have you ever been walking somewhere and you are like maybe they're walking through a park at night, but you can be aware of something's out there or maybe something's not out there, but you still can be ready. You know, you can use your intuition. Like certain places you can like, well, I'm not walking down that road because that's too dark. You know, 'cause your intuition lets you know, no, we're not going down that way. So that's what I mean by intuitions. Like you have a sense of caution when it comes to certain things. You know. So when we have these kids, or grown people that be around or whatever, or people in general, you have a certain intuition. Even if you talk to some people, you see this, okay. You talk to some people about that, hey, how you doing or whatever. Sometimes people want to give you a long conversation. I just always wondered that. Why you want, I just say hello, how you doing, being cordial. Some people want to tell you the whole life story. I mean, this happens a lot to me, you know. Maybe because I get off some sort of vibe, like, hey, I can trust this guy, I can talk to this guy, whatever. I mean, I don't know, because I don't be rude to people. I don't care who you are, what you look like, or whatever. I don't care how your background or whatever. I'm just try to be a nice guy all the way around. Be cordial with people. Period. Show them respect. Like I said, I don't have to know you to show you respect. Well, sometimes you say hi to somebody sometimes, or you might be in the line at the store. You might say, hey, how you doing? Or you might say something about what's in your cart. Hey, cool. Then they start talking about my family, their family, and their family. What's going on with them? Or why are they doing this? Why are you like, God dang, what the hell? I tell them it's a lifelong story. But I realize sometimes people need to get stuff off their chest. Some people need somebody to talk to that's not biased, that's not judgmental, and that's gonna listen. You know, because we all got the person in their family that if you try to talk to somebody in your family or somebody close to you, you start talking about certain situations that you're going through. They might say, "Hey, well, you shouldn't be, you should be happy because of this and that, or you shouldn't be feeling that way." You're like, "Damn." You just want somebody to listen to you. And over the years, I had that real bad. I had that real bad in my own family, my own kids. They tell me certain things. I'm like, nah, you shouldn't be. You know what I'm saying? Why you feeling that way? Why you acting like that? You wasn't raised like that. You know? I was always quick to jump to a conclusion about why they shouldn't be feeling that way or you should be feeling this way. But even though they're your family members that you love and stuff, but you can't tell nobody how to feel and what they feel. And my thing was I was trying to tell you how you should feel in certain situations, or you shouldn't feel that way. But not knowing I should be open my heart, my ears, and say, hey, okay, what's going on? You know what I mean? Sometimes sit there and just listen. You don't have to give advice. You don't have to, you know what I'm saying? Um, rebuttal their rebuttal their questions. Well, not their questions, but their uh, um, how do I say that? Their conversation with you. You know what I mean? It should sometimes you gotta be an open ear to listen. And sometimes just listening to get stuff, you know, hey, cool. They tell you how they feel, whatever was going on, then it might feel a lot better. Get the stuff off their chest or whatever. Feel they had to talk to somebody about something. You know? And like I said, these people quick to judge other people. So as far as like, you know, the gunman concerned, you know what I mean? We don't know what that young man went through as far as Texas gunman. We don't know what that man went through. I think he killed his grandmother or something, you know, before he went on a rampage. I mean, we don't know. But the sad thing about it is like, if he had family around him, the family should have like kind of like talked to, you know, sometimes you gotta talk to these kids, man. You gotta talk to them. Hey, what's going on with you? Why your door is shut? You know, why you don't go socialize with people? You know, um, you can't be stuck in this room all day. You can't be stuck in the house all day. You gotta get outside. You have to. You don't have to like people, but you gotta get outside. You gotta be around other people. You know, and I'm not trying to say you got to like everybody you be around, or you don't make you go to certain places you don't want to go to. No, nothing like that. But you got to get out and get some fresh air, breathe in some fresh air sometime. You know what I'm saying? Because you got get out of certain get out of certain environment. Like you know, not say you in a bad environment, but get out of certain environments. Just get out, let's go do other different stuff. You know, even if you take a walk through the park. You know, get on the bike, just ride a bike, just ride the bike. Shit, just sit on the fucking back porch. Who knows? Shit, I don't know. You know, when I used to get like that, what I do, I take a long drive when I'm stressed. Long old drive. Just get in the car and go. Don't know where I'm going, just drive. Just drive. You know, it's cool. You know, but as far as that, you know, the gunman is concerned, like he was a young man. I don't know if he was Asian, but he was a young man. I mean, you know, and sometimes young men, as young men, when we're growing up, we don't know what direction to take, or what we're supposed to do as a young man, or what's next for our life. You know, when you get 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, that's a whole different 5 years. And every year is something different, something new. You're experiencing different stuff every year. I'm just going about what in my life, what I experienced in different years growing up. And like I said, we don't have the answers. Now I was raised with my mom, my brothers and sisters, but I I, I talked to her about really to talk to her about real stuff, you know, stuff I was going through. Because I was always taught to hold it in, you know. I can't get you to complain about that. Shouldn't be worried about that, you know. So certain stuff I had to figure out for myself, you know. One thing she did tell me though, don't be out here wilding out doing dumb stuff. You know, but even though she told me that, I still went out and did dumb shit, got in trouble, whatever. You know, not a bad trouble, you know, a lot of trouble, but I got in trouble. You know what I mean? But I took my troubles and kind of learned from my mistakes. So I said, okay, well, I know common sense. I'm not gonna do that again. You know, like I said, don't nobody have the answers to anything in life. Life is to be lived and experienced, and everybody's life experience is different from the next person's. Even though we could be on the same block, went to the same school, working the same job, but your life experience gonna be different from my life experience. Period. If you got money, no money, you know, homeless, you know, since we got a lot of that shit now, you know, but everybody's life experience is different. It's gonna be different. Like I said, the way I handle things, I'm gonna handle it my way. The way the next person handle things, he gonna handle their way. And to me, these governments, they handle their situations in a whole totally opposite way. You know? But like I said, we don't know what's the cause of it. I mean, we can, just like I said, we can rally all this shit. We can, hey, put more protection in the schools, put more protection in the stores or whatever. But who's to say that it's gonna stop all the chaos? You know? Who says it's gonna stop it? You know? And it's getting sad now because society's like you can't even send your kids to school, your babies to school without fear that they might not show up or come back home. And that's a scary ass fucking feeling. Like I said, I send my blessings and love to everybody that's got little kids in school. It's you can't stop them from going to school, but you can, you know what I mean. But now they got homeschool and stuff, but I mean, but you want your kids to socialize with other kids and live a normal child life, you know, to be around other kids. But now it get to the point like you don't want to send your kids to school. You don't even want to send your kids to the store no more. Cause stuff like this, you know? Cause you know it's getting hotter and everybody want to be out and about and stuff. And now you got to be out and about with your head on a swivel. What you know what I'm saying? Looking at everybody. So now it's gonna be like I'm suspicious of everything going around me now. I'm suspicious. Everything. How can you live like that, man? You know? After COVID, the motherfucker was right here wilding out, being locked up, or well not locked up, but stuck in the house for a while. Certain people, whatever. We seen how that affect people. Now we getting out and about again, trying to get the world back right again. You know, getting back to normal. Now it's like this stuff's happening. You know, chaos theory, man. Crazy. It's crazy. You know, every day is something new. Every freaking day is something new. And it's never nothing, a lot of positives, a lot of negatives. They're showing all the negative stuff. They never show the positives, it's all negative. You know what I'm saying? Murder, killing, shooting. Murder, killing, shooting. Well, murder, killing, same thing as shooting. You know what I mean? It's like, and after a while, you get immune to that shit. That's why I don't watch the news. I don't watch the news at all. I don't even want to look. I don't. That's why sometimes on the internet, I'm like, I don't even look at the internet no more because it's always the same thing. Either shooting, a robbery, or some random dumb uh, acts of violence, whatever. You know what I mean? A lot of twerking though. Not to get off subject, but a lot of twerking. I kind of like twerking, but anyway, that's a whole different thing. But yeah, but I don't know who do we hold accountable? You know, and as a society as a whole, we used to have communities. We used to have camaraderie, you know, with our neighbors and People in our neighborhoods, you know. You spend time, you talk to kids and stuff like, hey, no man, don't do that. So they won't go wayward. But don't need, you know what I'm saying? Sometimes some kids need to pull them back. Hey, hold on, man, don't step over there. It's not good for you. Oh, young lady, you don't have to do all that. Get where you're going. You go this path. You know what I mean? Point them in the right direction. Cause I think that's what is missing. But then again, if you tell, you kind of talk to these young individuals now. You talk to them now, they're like, nah, I ain't gonna listen to you. You don't know what you're talking about, old man. Or you don't know what you're talking about, old lady. It's a different day and time. I can hear that a lot. Back in your day, it was different, but now it's different. Ain't nothing different. Your mindset fucked up, but ain't nothing different. Cause you gotta think about the stuff that people went through back in the 60s, 70s, the 80s. Same shit. They didn't record everything. You know? You had to live, you learn. That's what we call it. You live and learn. But it's like these people know, like now it's like they know, but they're still ready to go. Yeah, I rhymed that in. I know. A little lyrical sometimes, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying, homie? But yeah, but it's like they know better, but they don't do better. Which kind of, it's kind of weird. It's hella weird to me, you know? Well, that's enough of that, man. Like I said, I send my prayers and blessings out to the shooting victims all over, and the ones out here in Sacramento, where there was a lot of, they had a mass shooting too. So hopefully we can get it together, man. Come together as one and not all this other, there's a lot of separation and stuff, but hopefully we get it together. But who do we hold accountable? Thanks for joining my channel again. If you did, no likes or comments needed. We really appreciate it. I am out this piece.